courses, ebooks, and they're literally not getting any valuable information out of it. How do I know? Because I was that person. And I'm like, dang, who's going to give out the real information? We want to know how to sell, how to build, how to launch businesses. We want to get in the inside. We want to know this information, right? We really do. And especially when you pay for something, you want your money's worth. So my business partner and I decided to launch the Ultimate CEO University. We're going to be going over everything, be showing you step by step how to build out your own courses, your own ebooks, how to launch digital products, how to get into e-commerce with little to nothing down, how to start drop shipping your own branded merch for your company. All right, guys. So you're probably like, okay, Coach Days, how do I join? I'm ready to go. How do I get inside the membership? Click that link.
Listen. The Ultimate CEO University is in the words. We're entrepreneurs. We're owners. We're elite people. We're leaders. We're problem solvers. We're go-getters. We're doers. We're networkers. This is what we are. The Ultimate CEO University, you got the chance to see what's going on now. When I tell you, when you come through this and you got your listening ear, you got your student mentality, you hungry, you ambitious, you've been waiting to click up with like-minded people who getting it done, who executing, who have the proof of concept, who's proven from real estate industry to sales and marketing fields, e-commerce, authors, credit repair. You heard it before, but this is deeper than just offering those services. Where does hustle come from? Skills that we've been able to hone.
You must increase the hunger level, the desperation level, and you must get more focused.
Peace family. Welcome. The Wealth Hub live coaching call. We're super excited to be here with you guys. We've been marketing, promoting. We've been talking, we've been telling, we've been saying. And as we've been saying with our primary message, the time is now. Do more, dwell less. The doers will win. As we see here on our screen, if Coach Days can throw that back up for me real quick, we can hit you guys with something that's going to be very important for you to carry with you. Take action. The time is now to take action. The doers will win. You don't have to be fearless, just faithful to the vision, right? You're not where you are by accident. Wherever you are up until this point is based on the sum of things that you've done to get to that exact point. And where you're going to be next in your future is going to be based on a sum of things that you're going to do between now and then. So this is not about perfection. This is about preparation and positioning, right? It's extremely important to be positioned to know what you're pursuing and where you're going to be when it comes to your future success, right? So this is a room for doers, not dreamers. We're here to get you moving, even if your knees are shaking, right? That's funny, right? But a lot of us do go through that. We go through that, hesitation. We go through that dwelling state, right? We know that we have great ideas. We know that we have businesses that we want to launch. We know that we have things that we desire to do, but it's just something holding us back from taking that action. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about with you guys on this call. And also, we're going to show you the results. We're going to show you a vision, a clear vision of what the future can look like for you in this digital space. We're going to show you how to create. We're going to show you how to monetize, and we're going to show you how to scale. So Coach Days is going to set the tone for you guys. Make sure you got your notebooks. Make sure you got your pens, pads. Tell a friend and tell a friend. The Wealth Hub, we getting it in.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome, everybody. So really, to set the tone, what you're going to walk away with in this training is that this isn't just about hype, it's about execution, right? So by the end of this session, you will know why waiting, right, to be ready is a lie. The number one mindset block, stopping your launch, and also two, a clear action step you can take today. And then last but not least, we're going to cover how to stay plugged into momentum all month long. So it's really, if you started on fire, if you started excited, if you started really ready to rock, take off on the rocket ship, right? We want to make sure that we're ending that way as well. And in the best of our abilities. So starting something is great. Getting inside of the communities, getting inside of Facebook membership groups, getting inside of the university is all great. But what about that next step? What about taking the stuff that you actually have, utilizing those tool sets to actually get the goal? Like, what did you come here for? Did you come to say you made an ebook? That's one step. Or did we come to make sales? And that's one thing that we're definitely going to be covering today, just shifting that mindset from, just getting excited to actually executing our mission. All right,
Yes,
Byron.
yes, yes, indeed. Right. So it's very important that we address this, right? The lie that keeps you stuck, right? And it's a famous quote that says the only thing holding you back is the bullshit excuses or storylines you keep telling yourself, right? What you think or believe is true either way, right? So if you think you can be successful, if you're telling yourself you're going to be successful, if you're telling yourself you're ready to win, if you're telling yourself you're ready to start, and you're following and taking action based on that, tell yourself that, I guarantee you that you're right there at success. You're on your way. If you're dwelling, if you have negative thoughts, if you're doubting, right, then I guarantee you're going to be at a standstill or you're going to be falling backwards from behind, right? Both of those thoughts and feelings are extremely natural, right? But it's important that we're constantly aware, right? So that we can know where our minds are, because where our minds are is going to dictate and determine the direction in which we are, right? So you've been sitting on your idea, your business, your genius, waiting for perfect, right? You're overthinking, over planning, watching others lap you while you doubt yourself. The reality is you're not unqualified, you're just unlaunched. And that ends today, right? And what we mean by that is you just haven't decided to take that action and execute, as I like to say, day by day, brick by brick. We can't focus on the end goal. We know what our vision are. We know what our dreams are. We know where we want to see ourselves. We know the things that we desire to have. That should only occupy space, as that thought, as being clear on this is what I want, right? But what really should be occupying your space is the brick by brick, step by step tasks to get to that goal, right? And for every day, every second, every minute that we're missing out on those brick by brick, inch by inch, step by step tasks, we're further away from living out our dreams, earning that income we desire to see. So I encourage you, right? Start today, right? Because you're going to be in a better spot than you were yesterday, unlaunched, as it says, right? And when
Yeah.
you start today, from today, you'll be able to see, okay, what I need to do tomorrow. From tomorrow, you'll be able to see what I need to do next. And it just all starts to click. And the best part about it is you're not doing this alone. So only thing you really have to do is two things, right? If you have to decide that you're ready to start, and you have to have a student mentality, right? All of the information, all of the tools, all the resources that we're going to provide for you guys, or if it's anywhere else, right? The knowledge, the information, the tools and resources are provided. All you literally have to do is take action, right? Take action, get started, trust the process, and every single day, as I do with all of my businesses and everything I got going on, I recite day by day, brick by brick, day by day, brick by brick. My head is down. But the best thing about it is I receive victory every day, because long as I execute that brick by brick, I'm successful. I've successfully completed what I set out to do. And those small, consistent successes of just doing and taking action are going to build and increase everything around you, right? So get rid of that lie and that we continue to kill ourselves, and let's focus and take actions. For all my doers out there, if you're watching this, I want you to drop a comment, say take action, doers. That's all I want to see. Take action, doers, take action, doers. Wherever you're at, whenever you catch this, I want you to hold on to that message. I'm a doer. The doers will win. I'm taking action. I'm getting in the game. Not only am I going to get in the game, I'm going to become the best at it by just consistently taking action and doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Make sure you guys comment that below so we know that you're watching, you're engaged in the training, and you love what's going on. So start scared, but start anyway. One thing that definitely I would say Coach Byron Gatsby helped me with as far as starting anyway. I'm a person that on the background, I am a person that really likes to be educated on what I'm doing and how it's laid out. And I really don't sometimes like to just jump out, but I still do it because I realize that that's really the hands-on like experience that I need to take this to the next level. If I never jumped out there and started selling on social media, I would have never gotten that experience and experience, $1,000 days, et cetera, et cetera. If I never got out there to, you know, build my brand and experiment with logos and color schemes and et cetera, I would have never been in a position to be able to, help other people do the same. So I think that the hands-on experience and just being a doer, having that elevation mindset, knowing that no matter what, I'm trusting myself along the way is key. Confidence doesn't come first, clarity does. So that's another thing, knowing that no matter what, if it took me 2 to 3 years to figure it out, right? I know that once I make my mind up, I'm set. So that's the big thing too. Understanding that you are the brand, right? So get clear first and really have that unshakable clarity that this is your brand. You are your brand, and that you're already sharing things with people that you love. You have crafts, you may already be in a career, that you appreciate, but you want to diversify your income. You want to share cooking, in the kitchen, or you want to share mommy tips. All of that stuff we look by every day. We look past because we think that it's just something normal, but that's actually a download coming straight from God to you saying, hey, let's utilize this. Let's, monetize this. And that's what I love about this is that when you get the clarity on it, monetizing it and actually doing it is easy. Doing the work becomes very simple. The hard part is locking in with yourself, knowing that no matter what, as long as you put yourself out there, as long as you know that you're going to figure it out, you have to give yourself time to grow and advance and prosper. And that's something that I've been experiencing myself. And I'm thankful to have people. Yes, in my corner, like Byron, like my other coaches and mentors, and just people that I connect with that I see winning, and moms, and I see women that are succeeding, and they're sharing that, they went through postpartum, they went through people doubting them, and they went through, not having the confidence and the emotions and being sad and down and droughted. But at the end of the day, they were able to succeed and pick themselves up and get at it again. And that's what I'm excited about. As long as we stay focused on that, we got clarity that we're doing this, everything else is going to work out. Tangible tip, pick one offer, give yourself 5 days and pre-sell it. Right. It's so funny because before we dived into automations and really having an agency, because we do have an agency, DP Branding and Consulting, before we tapped into any of that, we didn't even have a logo. Okay. It's all about showing up. And what I realized is I was more so in my head. I was more so in my head. I was nervous about going online. That was the big thing. So when I got over myself and realized that it's bigger than me, everything else was able to flow. And I was able to crack open those $1,000 days because I positioned myself I didn't copy exactly what other people was doing, but I noticed what they were doing and I was able to make it my own. Right. So say for instance, you have, let's say, a course, you want to sell, you're in the membership, you built out your course, you're in the membership, you launched an ebook. Okay, great. But now it's time for you to really put the pressure on yourself to align with people that want that offer. Okay. So go into, if it's a niche based book, which I talk about that, you don't have to niche down, but if you're solving problems that are niche based, it's going to make it a lot easier. So the books should be solving a problem in that area. 9 times out of 10, you've already overcame that problem, and that's how you're able to even come up with this idea to launch it or start it, right? So you have this book and you're teaching people, let's say you're in the real estate industry, you're teaching people or educating people on being a first-time home buyer, right? Just imagine as a realtor showing up with this book, doing the walkthroughs, being able to provide that value, right? It doesn't have to be the perfect book, but you got a book, something that you can offer and serve your community. And you're like, listen, I'm going to give this to people that I know who are looking to become, I want to add more value. These people are looking to become homeowners, and I want to make sure that I'm giving as much as possible. Mind you, you may not have the perfect website, the perfect logo, right? But you're right there with the target audience. And then based off of your response from them, you get better and better as you go. And I think that's what me and Coach Byron has been doing this entire time, just tweaking things.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to do it over and over again until we're the best of the best. And we're close.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So another thing, we're on social media, right? So I just gave you guys a real in-person gem of something that you can do with a tool, a monetization tool that you can utilize in person. Now let's go over to social media. Same thing. It's so many people right now. If you write inside of Facebook, first-time home buyer, it's people that want to learn, even if you go think strategically, right? So people that are getting their credit fixed, a lot of people are getting their credit repaired because they want to become a home buyer. They want to buy their first car. They want to do those things. So why not search that? These are real tangible tips. Make sure you guys are writing this down.
And even like me, like I don't teach credit repair, but I have a personal credit. I am a realtor, a licensed realtor. I'm an investor. I deal with people in industries where credit is important. Like Coach Daza is saying, I didn't decide, hey, I'm going to teach building credit and credit repair, but I do have a personal credit repair digital e-guide for sale, as well as a business credit repair digital e-guide for sale with clear, direct, factual instruction on how, if anybody follows it, it's a guide for them preparing and having their credit ready for anything that they desire to do. I just named off two products that were created once and going to be here forever unless I decide to discontinue it.
Exactly. And another way, to share that, because like Coach Byron said, he has his digital products, right? He has his ebooks. He's serving his people. He knows what they need. Like he wants to definitely make that, real estate commission off the, the home, but he's taking it a step further by having that ebook to serve his people. He knows that they may struggle with credit. So let's get that together so we can go ahead and move to the next phase, which is, making a deal, doing a deal together, getting your first home. So with that being said, you can search people on Facebook, right? You search them on Facebook and you say, hey, I see that you're interested in getting your credit repaired. Here's this ebook. I would love for you to check it out. I'm also, in the real estate industry. I'm also a realtor, and I would love to assist you if you need any help in the future. Like, it's just starting off with that value. It's amazing because now they're like, wow, this person did their research. They know that I'm in the market to buy a home, and they were able to add that value. How many people are reaching out to these type of people, really adding that value? Everybody wants to go and sell. But if we start with value first, I think actually it came from Byron when he said, it was a while ago, people don't know how much you care until they care how much you know, right? So that's something that stuck with me. And if we leave, because I'm even the same way, right? I work out. You guys know I work out. We talked about this before. I'm back in the gym, and my trainer that I work out with, at first, I didn't have a trainer, but I knew I wanted to get my form right so I can, do my thing. I don't want to be in there just like a cute girl trying to like I need to get this figured out because I want to build muscle. And he came up to me And he was able to actually do a complimentary workout with me. And he provided that value. He educated me on my diet and all types of things. I'm like, listen, this is the guy I want to spend my money with because he's sure, he knows what he's talking about. And I'm also looking at his own body, and he's been doing this for a very long time. So that's just that, right? So that was all of the I would say conviction that I needed in order to move forward. And that's a big thing too. You got to be convicted. Also too, get proof, right? Get real feedback. And that's what we do. We believe in our business model. And that's what's been working for us. Get proof. Once you get the proof of concept that even without all of the fancy stuff, you're putting yourself out there because you say, you know what, I know I got to grow. I'm not going to cheat the process of growth. It's going to be uncomfortable. My hair may not always be dead. I may have an eyelash falling off. My outfit might not be always perfect, but I'm going to continue to show up and do this anyway. And then once you start getting the people, because people are going to align with you, they're going to see your authenticity. You get that proof of concept, it's over with. Because now you have people that actually can vouch for what you're doing. And then next is that you just continue to grow, and then you reinvest into, hiring DP branding and consulting, to help you with your digital marketing and landing pages and stuff like that, or, going on Canva and getting better with your designs. So that way, then you can really be positioned for that next level, but we can't cheat the process. Alrighty. And then I am going to show just an example of what Coach Byron Gatsby's, his Instagram, what it looks like, because it's amazing, right? We're talking about scarcity mindset right now. And then Byron, do you want to just go into how you came up with your bio and just this layout, because it looks really good?
Well, I think that would be for you because I sat with you as as the genius that you are, and you really laid it out brick by brick, piece by piece, on how, as I spoke about earlier, I needed to be positioned for success. And when you broke it down to me from a clear perspective of just that to build a brand, to build a business, it has to tell a story, and that story has to be told consistently for it to all add up and make sense. And so I battled you for so long because I was still stuck in the personal aspect of things. I was worried about my personal Instagram. I was worried about, what most people are concerned with on Instagram, my peers, and being able to build what I was building at the time. I won't say useless relationships, because my people is my people. If I'm kicking it with them, I'm enjoying it, but I wasn't benefiting from social media at all because my mind wasn't even comprehending that it's a business machine no matter what's going on here. And as I said in our last call, monetize social media before it monetizes you, but social media has monetized us all, and it's monetizing, it's making money off of all of us every single day, right? But on the other side of things, it's given us a platform to where we can make money every single day. What I also say is, how are you going to make money on social media if you don't have products? And the beautiful thing about products, especially when we're teaching you how to build and create your own products limitless, and we're providing products limitless that you can create, they're literally like any other business. Get your products on the market, get your products on the shelves, and begin marketing them. So this page just came about from you really making it clear for me that I was a personal brand and I needed to start to act like it, and I needed to position myself and present myself that way, right? And so when I talk about the products, obviously, just from start to finish, all of my content is my speaking, my coaching, you know what I'm saying? My motivating, my lifestyle, just showing just me. And then if someone goes to what I like to call my storefront, right, which is my link in bio, then they can do business with me. They can. It's literally a whole infrastructure, right? So as he scrolls down, you'll see multiple products on the shelves. My do more, do less. That's what's near and dear to me. My Sumo Investments real estate investment group. Do more, do less is what when we talk about niche base, right? When she was talking about earlier, just what are you passionate about? I'm passionate about entrepreneurship and motivation. So I wanted to have a motivational, clear guide that helps me consistently daily in my life. I wanted to share that with the world, and we're able to go in and create that product, right?
Yeah.
Even if we go down, my Sumo Investments group, I'm a real estate investor as well as a licensed realtor. So I want everybody to be able to engage with my business here. So they literally can click on my Sumo Investment site, and I have plenty inventory. They can see my inventory. They can opt in to be a client to buy from me. They can opt in to sell from me. That's another whole product, but it's a business in my storefront, right? As we continue to go down, right? And we're showing you this because the possibilities for you guys are limitless. And not
Yeah.
only do we have all of these products were built and created and produced in-house, right? Through our branding and marketing agency that she spoke about earlier, DP Branding and Consulting. And not only do we build and do it all, we're going to show you guys how to do it, right? So one-on-one coaching, right? If individuals find value in me, they want to learn, how to sell real estate, anything that they want to speak to me about on a one-on-one, then it's there. They can have that access, right? Our membership, right? What we're on this call about, the Ultimate CEO University, and by the way, that membership is actually at a 50% discount right now, right? So even with that, it's there. I go down my 7-figure business audit, right? This is for my higher ticket people. If you really want to go through and spend time with me and really get that knowledge, that experience, have me go into your business, dissect it with you, help you to really scale and see, because I've had multiple 7-figure businesses. I've lost 7-figure businesses and rebuilt them, and just the experience that I've been able to gain and do it over again. It's really a strategy, a system, a structure, a mindset, and it's really just that knowledge and that information and that energy that may be missing in your business, right? Free sales course, I'm offering value there, right? A chance for me to be a speaker. As you see there, I was #1 sales representative in the country for Fortune 500 company AT&T. We got a little error there, days. Just let's keep it moving. So I was #1 sales rep in the country for Fortune 500 company AT&T and DirecTV, and I, in real time, in real life, I've traveled around the country and I've trained, developed thousands of sales reps across this country, high level marketing and sales reps, right? I was a constant top 5 franchise owner for DirecTV and AT&T. As you see me there, I'm getting a bonus reward for being a top 5 consistency owner of the year, right? As you see under that, I have my Entrepreneurs R Us e-commerce store, right? A whole store full of merch and products that, again, was established once and it's going to be here forever, right? So we're going to consistently build marketing and having our products available. Same, my podcast, the Do More Mentor podcast, readily available on this storefront, right? For interaction, for opportunity, right? So it goes on and on, days. I don't have to explain them all, but you can scroll down some more. But I really want you to go up and go to the second page where it's organized, right? Which is crazy. If you go to my second page in my store, then all of my real estate business content is here, right? My content and products, right? So this is my proof of concepts, my students that I've been able to train and develop, students that have earned with me, right? If you go down, you see Coach Days there. We've been getting it in, right? We just don't stop, right? Obviously, you go down some more. I really want to get to yeah, yep. So here, I teach, I train, I develop people in real estate wholesaling. So to get your free digital checklist, I'm giving that value for anybody who's even interested in wholesaling. Hey, here's a guide that's going to make it extremely clear for you on how
Yeah.
to go about this. I'm not pointing this out to because this call is not about that. I'm not
Mhm.
pointing this out to sell you these products. At this time, I'm pointing this out to show you the opportunity that all of these products and services and business and all of the branding you see, all the marketing you see, all of the design you see was created and structured in-house, right? In-house. And that's what the Ultimate CEO University membership is about. That's what the Wolf Hub is about. We have the products, all of our own products, but even more better than that, we have a factory that can produce these products unlimited And we're trying to show you guys not only how to produce first baby steps to just decide to start and get you some product, right? Get you some product. Don't worry about if it's going to sell. Don't worry about that. Training, coaching, development, being ignorant on fire is going to get that moving for you, right? But first, we're going to show you how to get you some product. And then our members in-house, we're showing you how to create, produce products for yourself, unlimited. Literally unlimited for yourself, for your children, for others. We're showing you how to create and distribute and produce these products. That's what it's about. So I hope that was clear. As we go to the next slide and close out, I want to leave this. I want to say this before we move past this, right? Because even looking at this, I can reflect back to when I had none of it, right? But as Coach Daze presented the opportunity and brought the knowledge of the possibilities, I took action and I said, hey, it makes sense to me. It's like talking. Imagine how I'm talking to you guys. She was talking to me, but instead of me having all these products, she was presenting the opportunity, right, from a visual standpoint. And now we fast forward, I got all these products, right? That was a process. But then now it's about just constantly building, marketing, and scaling and selling the products, right? So imagine me being where you are, last year, right? Not having this information, right? But being ready to take action, understanding the opportunity. That are you telling me I literally can have and create all these digital products and have them on sale in my link in bio, and all I gotta do from there is learn marketing and sales and market it consistently daily. They're gonna be around for life. I'm like, I should never have to go to work again. All I need to do is what I'm doing. I'm on social media every day anyway. Like I said earlier, I was scrolling and talking to people just frivolously. Now all I do on social media every day is market and promote my product.
And I would like to add this to Coach Byron, not to cut you off, but this man has built multiple $1 million businesses from scratch. He's very successful in the real estate industry. He does not have to do this. He doesn't have to, be trying to do digital products. He doesn't have to be doing.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense because it's a part of him. So it's an extension of his energy anyway, which he can, like he said, it's going to be up here forever. This YouTube video is going to be here forever. So why not scale your brand? Why not be positioned for success? And one thing about it, he's super passionate about helping people. He takes calls late nights and really dives deep into scaling the business. And that's one thing that I really appreciate him for. Even in our own journey, you know what I mean? Because we don't know everything, right? So you need to get around people and communities that really push you to succeed. Even if you feel like you're at your limit, you're not at your limit. It's always another step. And the doers definitely will win. I love that.
Most definitely. Take action. Take action. Take action. Take action. Out of all of that conversation, out of all this information, the variable is taking action. If I didn't take action when this was presented to me, I would not be able to be sitting here right now to you guys presenting these products. And I'm going to tell you now what's going to happen next, right? Now, next, you're going to look up, and then there's going to be those products have sold millions of copies and millions of products, and wealth from this and wealth from that. But you got to start. You got to start for that to even be a possibility.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, look at this. This is Canva, right? Say you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go and figure this out, right? Because I was the same way, and I still am the same way. But I know the power of mentorship and getting in community. It's nothing like fast tracking and really buying your time back. So that's just that. But say for instance, you went into Canva and you search ebooks, right? So we're in here. We can even filter it out. If you want to not have to worry about, paying for the Canva subscription, which I definitely recommend. We don't have an affiliate link for that, but the pro makes a difference. You searched here, anything that has the crown is pro, so you will have to have a membership. But the things that doesn't, like this one, there goes a book for you. And if you have knowledge in Chat GPT, you can put these books together, okay? And like Coach Byron said, within a year of stacking on those books, now you have a whole marketplace, set out where you can start monetizing what you love and all of those skills that you've honed and information that you've been gathering for years and years and years. So we're talking about scarcity mindset. If you guys are really following us, make sure you comment below some fire emojis so we know that you are engaged and you're ready to take it to the next level. Okay. We do have a free webinar that we want to offer you guys as well, just so you can really learn the basics to scaling, right? The basics to monetizing and scaling your brand, because you are the brand. We're going to leave some room open from here. If you have any questions, if you have any type of insight from your end, or just want to conversate, let us know in the comment section. We're going to leave a couple minutes open for that while we chat back and forth. So comment in the comment section if you have any questions.
Yeah, and while we're waiting on that, just one thing as well, like for those people who might not want to think, like for me, I don't like to think, I like kind of stuff ready-made for me, but I know if it's ready-made and it's clear, I can hustle it, right? And that's kind of always been my success formula. Even when I built my franchise, they had a system in place that was clear on what I needed to execute to get results. They trained, they developed me, and I hustled it all the way to the top, right? Same with real estate. Real estate is an industry that exists, it's been around, it's going to be around. The only thing I was missing was the education and the information laid out. As you said, get the mentor, fast track it, and buy your time back. I paid my partner. I invested time with my partner, Sean. He showed me the game. I got the information, and all I had to do from there is hustle it, and I'm still hustling it because I got the information. So no matter where I'm at, as long as I got the information that took that time, I'm going to be able to do that business and do that thing over and over again. But to my point, with these books that she's showing you, and it's not just books, it's guides, it's food menus, recipes, how-to books, how to fix your car, credit repair books. It's so limitless, right? You just got to really open your mind. And even if you can't open your mind, we're going to show you how to go utilize ChatGPT to open your mind for you and give you top 10 selling books, top 10 selling ideas. And then we're going to show you how to produce it and create it. And then we're going to show you how to package it up and market it. And the best part about it is it's something that it can be something that you're passionate about. Something that you can talk about all day, every day on your channel, on your page, on your followers, right? So the opportunity is limitless. I think most importantly is aside from the opportunity that we're talking to you guys about and showing you, I think the most important thing on this call and the most important message that we want to get across and leave with you guys is that back to that do more, dwell less, right? Yes. We can talk, we can present. Like I literally sit people down and show them how to make money all the time, and they don't make no money. And the ultimate variable is because they don't do anything.
Yeah.
They don't take action.
All the information in the world.
Yeah, they don't take action. But on the other side of that, credit to all of my successful students, my successful mentees, my successful partners, right? The thing I see about them is they take, like myself, they're the people who take the information and they take action on it. And that's literally the variable between getting money, keeping money, being successful, being consistent. It's just getting up and taking action each day. And what we're here to do is provide two things for you guys. We're going to provide a community, accountability buddies, and support, right? So that's one thing, that support, that community, that accountability, someone to hold your hand, be there with you, hustle with you, get money with you, right? We're here to provide that community, and then we're here to provide the knowledge, the information, the know-how, the resources, so that you have opportunity to actually do. In the middle of that, so you got your support, you got your community, you got your education, you got your mentorship, you got your know-how. In the middle of that, literally, I'm gonna fix the glasses. In the middle of that, only thing you're missing is taking action.
That's it.
Right? Taking action. And I know sometimes it's hard, especially when we're stuck in a rut. That's why I say do more, dwell less. Come out of the dwelling, right? Let's get excited about the moving forward. Let's get excited about the future. Let's get excited about being our best self. Let's get excited about building. Let's get excited about growth, right? And let's take action. And I guarantee you, day by day, brick by brick. Keep your head down, right? And then look up, and voila. Don't care about what nobody's saying. Don't care about what nobody's thinking. Know your plan. Focus your plan. Execute your plan. Trust in your plan. Believe your plan. Don't let it go. Any business I've ever built and scaled up was
Don't let
a
it go.
process. But I
Exactly.
literally could see where I was going every day because I was taking action towards that.
Right.
That's it.
If you're not tracking it, how do you know where you're going?
Right. There's no way. There's no
Right.
way. And not only that, you're going to start to doubt. And that doubt really comes from internal because you know you haven't been taking action. You know you're not on top of your business. You know you're not executing and doing the things that you set out to do. And that's literally the only reason why you're not where you're supposed to be. Literally.
Exactly.
That's it. Yeah. So I'll leave that there. Dave, you ready with what you was about to put up?
Well, I mean, that's pretty much all we have for today. I would like to just add on top of that, because we dropped so many powerful gems and we really just dived in on everything. But I will like to say, if you don't take anything from this call, realize that urge to do more is not going to go anywhere, especially when you know that you have it in you to elevate. That's the difference. I feel like there is a big difference when you get the download internally, when you know I can do more. It's very hard to stay the same. It's very hard to stay where you're at. And sometimes we can self sabotage. This is coming from somebody who's actually gone through this. Sometimes you can self sabotage your own growth in reality.
Yeah, like you said, stay focused. Don't get in your own way, right? Understand what's going on with you. And more than anything, make sure that you surround yourself with those like-minded individuals and communities.
Exactly.
Most definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And tap in below. We got this link right here because we want you guys to go over and educate yourself even more on what it looks like to monetize, right? What it looks like to really scale on the back end. We have something called the octopus method, and it's laid out completely in our free webinar. So we want to make sure you guys get all the resources and tools that you need going forth from here. If you have any questions, let us know and make sure to comment below. Let us know what your biggest
comment below. DM us. We real people. On my Sumo Investments page. Don't hope you don't get out of hand because if you're calling for business, call me. Right on my Sumo Investment page. My phone number is there. Like we hustling. We're real people. We're in real time. We're not too high up, but we up. You know. So come on in.
Oh, kids, they're coming home now.
Yeah, like come on in and let's hustle. Let's get it in. But one thing about it all, our results are proven. They're there, right? And we're saying, hey, you know, this has been tested. This has been proven, and it's moving at a very rapid speed. You know, and to let you guys know, this is the beginning of this. Like a lot of people don't even comprehend and not even understanding this wave, but it's going to be very important with this future. And the way the economy is going is for you to really position yourself digitally online to be able to make money and earn, fend for, and feed your family. The time is now. Let's take action. And we're going to be here with you guys along the journey. As I said, you're going to look up where will you be when that happens, right? When the explosion actually shows itself in the sky, where will you be? That's what I want you to think about. Till next time.